We now have the benefit of hindsight for the biggest offseason moves.
Aaron Rodgers is going to be a Jet. It is official. The two sides are in agreement right now.
Let us dive into our updated grades for the 2023 NFL offseason trades, starting with the granddaddy of them all. Packers sent Aaron Rodgers to the Jets. After 2 years of never-ending questions regarding his future with the Green Bay Packers, Rodgers and the Cheeseheads finally agreed to a divorce. Rodgers' season-ending injury, however, ensures that the 2024 pick will remain a second instead of getting upgraded to a first. Obviously, there's no way of predicting the injury, and Rodgers has become a well-liked figure in that locker room. He's brought a new form of swagger and confidence to the Jets. There is always 2024 and beyond, but for now, we have to give the Jets a C. Loved the aggressive win-now move, but we won't know for a year if the trade will have been worthwhile or not. Meanwhile, the Packers are getting an A+ for absolutely acing this trade. Please forgive us, Green Bay management and fans, for hating on this trade in the early going. Jordan Love is your guy after all. You got a promising young tight end in Luke Musgrave with the number 42 pick, and your new kicker Anders Carlson with the number 207 pick. Panthers land top pick from Bears, select Bryce Young. Desperately wanting a new franchise QB, the Carolina Panthers mortgaged everything to the Chicago Bears in exchange for the first overall pick. With that pick, Carolina took an Alabama QB, Bryce Young. The Panthers are the worst team in football. Frank Reich was canned after 11 games. Young has 0 O-line and no weapons outside of Adam Thielen. Oh, and Carolina has limited draft capital now to build around Young. So what if they just tanked one more year and got Caleb Williams, paired him with Moore, and held on to all those additional picks? I honestly don't think this trade could have gotten any worse. F for Carolina. F as in failure. As for the Bears, well, it's an A+++, of course. Like, I don't know how you could rate it any other. They got a legitimate WR1 and more to help Justin Fields piece together a career year up to this point. To think they can take Caleb Williams or Marvin Harrison Jr. first overall with Carolina's 2024 pick. Or they can just trade it for extra assets. The options are literally limitless for the Bears here. Dolphins bring Jalen Ramsey to South Beach. Needing more help in the secondary, the Miami Dolphins swung for the fences and acquired Ramsey from the Los Angeles Rams in exchange for tight end Hunter Long and the number 77 overall pick. Ramsey missed Miami's first 7 games recovering from surgery on a torn meniscus, but he has been everything they could have asked for since returning to the field. Ramsey and fellow Pro Bowler Xavier Howard have predictably formed a dream cornerback tandem that has Miami on the brink of its first division title in 15 years. So of course it's an A+ here for Mike McDaniel's squad. Not that the Rams did too bad themselves here. With the number 77 pick from Miami, they used it on Tennessee linebacker Byron Young, who has since emerged as one of the top rookie pass rushers in this draft. He has been the perfect complement to All-Pro Aaron Donald, and the Rams unexpectedly find themselves back in the playoff picture following a very forgettable 2022 campaign. So, the Rams get an A for this one. To get another impactful starter on a cheap rookie deal in exchange for Ramsey? Honestly, they couldn't have realistically asked for more. Browns pair Zadarius Smith with Myles Garrett. I'm happy with his contract situation. Veteran edge rusher Zadarius Smith sought a trade from the Minnesota Vikings. The Cleveland Browns were happy to do business, and they acquired Smith along with 2025 6th and 7th round picks from Minnie in exchange for a pair of 5th round picks. Smith has been a near-perfect fit in Cleveland, to say the very least. The Browns are in position to make the postseason thanks to arguably the best defense in all football under new DC Jim Schwartz. So, we're going to be giving them an A+ here. The 2 draft picks Minnie got from the Browns are in 2024 and in 2025, so, well, it's a little too early to see how they'll fare here. But we're going to give them a B+ anyway, because first-year DC Brian Flores has somehow turned this defense into a top 10 unit despite Smith's departure. Danielle Hunter and DJ Wonham are both having career years, thus offsetting the loss of Smith. Stephon Gilmore joins the Cowboys posse. With the Indianapolis Colts entering a rebuild, they decided to clear out several pricey veterans. That included All-Pro cornerback Stephon Gilmore, who was traded to the Dallas Cowboys for a 5th round pick, 176 overall in the 2023 draft. Gilmore is still playing at a Pro Bowl level in his age 33 season, and the Cowboys defense has been among football's best this year, yet again. Losing Trayvon Diggs for the season with a torn ACL was supposed to doom the secondary, but Gilmore and Deron Bland have instead formed perhaps the NFC's top cornerback duo. Gilmore is still crushing it in man-to-man coverage and can hang in there with the opposition's top WR on any given night. This right here is a pretty easy call. It's going to be an A+ for Dallas. And they use the number 176 pick from Dallas on running back Evan Hull, who suffered a season-ending knee injury in Week 1. This one definitely stinks for Chris Ballard and company, so it's obviously gonna be an F. Giants roll the dice on Darren Waller. The Giants were looking to upgrade the pass-catching core around Daniel Jones following his career year that culminated in a surprise trip to the postseason. With the Las Vegas Raiders trying to shake up their offense, they were happy to unload Waller to the G-Men in exchange for a 2023 third-round pick, 100th overall. Waller has again been marred by injuries in his first year with the Giants, missing more than a month with a hamstring injury that affected him last year as well. Waller also had just 1 touchdown over his first 8 games with his new club. A non-impactful player like that just isn't worth a third-round pick. So the Giants get a D. With the number 100 pick, the Raiders took speedy Cincinnati wideout Trey Tucker. He hasn't seen a whole lot of action, but we're hopeful a player with his skill set will see more usage in 2024. So let's go ahead and give them a C+ here. Elijah Moore gets fresh start with the Browns. After a frustrating 2-year tenure with the Jets, Moore's wish for a change of scenery was finally granted. He was sent to the Cleveland Browns along with the number 74 pick in exchange for the number 42 selection. Moore has already notched career bests in receptions and receiving yards. Cleveland is in contention to lock down a wildcard spot amid a year filled with injuries to key players. So they are definitely getting a B for the Moore trade. As for the Jets, well, it's kind of tough to grade. Moore wasn't cutting it, and they had to move on. But that number 42 pick that they acquired from Cleveland went to the Packers in the Aaron Rodgers trade. But I guess we'll give him a C here as well. All we know is that the Browns are the clear-cut winners in this so far. Cowboys cooks up a blockbuster trade for receiver. Coming into the offseason, it was clear that the Cowboys sorely lacked a capable WR2 to complement CeeDee Lamb. Finally, Jerry Jones addressed that need by acquiring Brandon Cooks from the Houston Texans in exchange for 2023 5th and 2024 6th-round picks. It took Cooks a month to get going, but he has finally regained his star-like form here in Dallas, and his contributions have helped Dak Prescott put together a career year. Go figure. Cook's explosive speed and game-changing plays in the red zone have given Dak another special weapon while also opening up more opportunities for Lamb. Yeah, that's going to be an A+ for Jerry and company if we've ever seen one. Now here's the fun part. The Texans also get an A+ because GM Nick Caserio packaged the 5th-rounder obtained from Dallas to the Rams so that Houston could move into the number 69 spot. And who did they take with that pick? Only rookie sensation and wideout Tank Dell. Now, before Dell unfortunately suffered a season-ending fibula fracture, he had formed excellent chemistry with rookie QB CJ Stroud. Dell racked up 47 receptions for 709 yards and 7 touchdowns in just 11 games. That is a special player for Houston to build around over the long run, all right. Stroud, Dell, and Nico Collins? Yeah, Brandon Cooks. Who? Eagles trade up for Jalen Carter. For a while, Carter was the consensus top prospect for the 2023 NFL draft class. However, his involvement in a fatal car accident that killed teammate Devin Willock and team staffer Chandler LaCroix ultimately caused Carter's draft stock to fall. It didn't help that he was reportedly out of shape at the NFL Combine. As such, it was anybody's guess just to where he would exactly land come draft day. It turned out that none other than the Philadelphia Eagles, who surrendered the number 10 pick and a 2024 4th-rounder to Chicago to move up 1 spot, were the ones to take Carter. Carter has mostly been used as a rotational piece in Philly's defense, yet well, he already looks like a Pro Bowler. Through Week 14, he was Pro Football Focus's 4th highest graded rookie at 83.8. As well, in that time period, ESPN ranked Carter 4th among defensive tackles and pass rush win rate at 18%. This is easily going to be an A+ for the Eagles. Carter is an absolute menace on the D-line, and he's going to be a first-team All-Pro for years to come. For the Bears, it's hard to knock on them. They obviously didn't want Carter, and they used the number 10 pick to fill a more pressing need at offensive tackle by taking Darnell Wright. So we get why they were happy to trade down. We're going to give him a C+ here. Not too bad, but it certainly could have been better. Texans move up for Will Anderson Jr. Houston traded the number 12 and number 33 picks along with 2024 1st and 3rd rounders to Arizona in exchange for the number 3 and number 105 picks so they could snag Alabama edge rusher Will Anderson Jr. Anderson Jr. has quickly emerged as the face of Houston's defense and already looks like a superstar. Through Week 14, ESPN had him 3rd in pass rush win rate among edge rushers and 3rd in run stop win rate. Never mind his low sack totals, Anderson Jr. is cleaning house close at the line of scrimmage as a run stopper and will only get better from here. With the Texans in playoff contention and thus not surrendering a top 10 pick for 2024, they get an A+. Arizona traded up via the Detroit Lions to take offensive tackle Paris Johnson Jr. at number 6 overall. GM Monty Ossenfort continued to wheel and deal with all these picks and found another quality starter in BJ Ojulari with the number 41 pick. Of course, we won't get the full results of the trade until after Arizona uses those 2024 first-rounders from Houston, but for now, I think we're going to give them a solid B. But how would you grade the biggest trades of the 2023 NFL offseason? Let us know in the comment section below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps out a ton. And hey, we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to TPS though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.